Okay, so what we got here is an old Boston Whaler that was gutted out because of the damage in the hull. A lot of holes, cracks, punctures. As you can see, big hole right there. The crack in the chime, which makes the boat very out of shape. Yep, more stuff. Busted up bow. That's ripping off the old fiberglass that was put on there by somebody else. And using some pieces of wood to straighten things out a little bit. See, more wood. So right now we're just tying everything together to hold it in place so that when I turn the boat over, I could go inside and do the structural work that needs to get done on the inside. So we'll see that in a bit. All right, so we sand everything out, and then the chimes are gonna get filled in with a fiberglass compound that I make up myself, and then that gets covered over with fiberglass just to cover the chimes first, and then the whole thing is gonna get covered with layers of fiberglass to strengthen up the hull. Yep, that's it there. So wherever extra strength is needed, you could see that I put it in there. Now this is just the finish, the strength of the whole interior of the hull. And then next we'll put in the stringers and bulkheads. So okay, so I use Nitecore to make the stringers and the bulkheads. It gives me lightweight and stiffness, and then don't have to worry about wood rotting. So I use most that's what I use in most of my structural work is Nitecore. Sometimes I use 3/8 and 1/2 inch. All right, so next we're gonna cut out the bale section, and we're gonna change that completely. We're gonna put a bracket on the back, so to put the engine further in the back and give us a little more space on the inside of the boat. So once we get that cut out, we sand it out and then put the stringers straight to the back of the boat. And then later we'll cut out the stern to extend out to make a bracket. So as you can see in the middle there, that's where the fuel tank is going to be. Yep, see, nice and clean. Make sure get everything nice and sanded so when you fiberglass it in, it holds in nicely. So nice and strong. This will be the strongest Boston Whaler ever out there. The hull is going to be at least about 3/8 of an inch thick, maybe even a little more. Then next we're gonna cut all of the bow section out and change the whole shape of that. We're gonna put in 2 bulkheads to make a anchor hatch and then a dry storage area. So that's just more fiberglass work being done where the boat was cracked and busted up and make this bow there very strong. Yep, that's my son Charlie there, hard at work. This is his first couple of months on the job. Doing a good job. See, more patchwork being done. And that's me. Hey, hey. Yep, see, I'll get them chopped out. Yep. All right, so if you noticed what I was showing you about filling in the chimes, like I say, that's a composite material that I use. I used when I sand the boat out, I vacuum it all up, mix it up with a little bit of resin, and then I use that to fill in any areas that is going to be like, especially if you're going up to the beach, where you're going up on the sand, it could sand the bottom out, so you have that extra material in there that you don't have to worry about water getting into the hull, and then it's easy to repair because you have something to weight back to. So yeah, and then if you look at the Nitecore, you can see it's pieces, which that's what I love about Nitecore. You can use a knife and fix it together like a puzzle, and so you don't have no waste. And that's one of the big things with me. I don't like to waste stuff. So as you can see, it all fiberglass together, comes in nicely. Boom. All right, so next we're gonna sand that area out, put gel coat in it, so when we put the cap on it, it's going to be nicely gel coated inside. So when we cut our hatches out, you open it up, and you have a nice, pretty gel coat finish on the inside. And the little center section there with the painted, that's it's going to be a little storage area. So for when you're out in the boat, you get a little fish. Instead of having it all over the boat, just drop it down the side there, and it'll be out of the way. So we try to put as much stuff under the floor so the top deck could be clear. So now you see the deck is finished. Just same thing, sanded and gel coated, and that'll be good. Then next step we're gonna do is build a fuel tank. So yeah, that's what we do. We take old stuff and rebuild it and make new. As you can see, with the best boat rebuild ever, with the Grateful Tuna 2, you see that? Boom, that's it. That's what we do. Okay, if you're ever interested in one of these boats, you could come to Long Island and visit us, and we could take you out on an eco tour or fishing trip, spear diving, everything you could think about fishing wise. You could visit us at www.explorelgibahamas.net. Thank you.